Two, 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 two. Hello, everybody. Just a little bit. That should be good. Hello, everybody. So it's Friday night, and I haven't. It's been a minute since I did a Friday night. So I decided to go live tonight. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm awake and I said, what the heck? We'll just go and have a live. You know what I'm saying? So tonight I wanted to share actually I put a poll up and I asked what people were interested in. And so we're doing niche fragrances all under $100. I was going to do a video. Hey Anna, hi Jackie. It's been a minute since I went and I had something else to talk about. So we're gonna do these niches, but also how hoarders got me fucked up for a minute. That's the second part of this. So first we're gonna talk about niche fragrances all under $100, and then we're going to be talking about how hoarders got me all fucked up in the head. Okay, so anyway, let's go. I'm just Friday nights have a lot going on. Because it really does have me fucked up in the head. Okay, so I've been on a binge. Anyway, hold on, let me say this right. Let me tell my people. Okay, good. All right, so let's get started because I'm not gonna stay in here long about, whatever. So anyway, let's just talk about what niche houses are from the beginning, because some people get all confused on the niche house thing. Niche means, hi, Cynthia. Niche just means that it's a company that only does fragrances. That's it. That's all it means. You know what I'm saying? So the perception is if it's a niche house, A, is pricey, and B, it's going to be better than designer. That is not always true. The thing about perfume is that not everything is going to be great. And that includes niche houses, private labels from the designer blends. Not everything's great that they put out. We need to stop that whole vibe like, oh my God, you pay $200 or $200 and above, and it's got to be great. And it's coming from this house, so it's got to be good. Now, all that shit ain't that great. Let's just, we can go down a list of people who are niche houses that ain't that great. Just can't. So I'm going to share some great niche stuff that I have found under $100 because you don't have to spend all your coins to have a really good collection. So let's talk about it. Let me have my little tea now. Don't talk about my teacup because it is big. Y'all know I go big or go home, even when I'm at home. All right. So let's start with, I'm going to do because I only have one of these. This is Molinard. Molinard is a niche brand, only does, fragrances. And this one is called Tuberose Vertigineux. Now, they actually have a purple bottle line that everybody loves, and it's very inexpensive. It's around the $40 range, 40, maybe 50. This one is a little bit higher. That's around 60 or 70. And this one is a beautiful, beautiful tuberose that I have. Love it. It's a very classic tuberose. It's a little creamy, got a little sweetness to it. It's not bubblegum, but it's got a little sweetness to it. And it hits all the bells and whistles you want if you're looking for a nice classic tuberose, not too much going on, go ahead and look for this Molinard tuberose virgin, yeah, whatever. That's that one right there. Okay. Next up, hi Lulu. I said my name. Hey Drea. I swear I'm not drinking. Hey Tammy. Okay. Now this one is hi Indecence. Hi Alicia. This one is, remember, niche is just about that's all they do. So I'm gonna talk about Rasasi. Because Rasasi is technically, hey cousin, it is a niche house because that's all it does. It is it is based, I think, in Dubai or UAE, but it's one of those. Girl, have a sip for me, okay? So Rasasi now, of course, if you know anything about me, I love Jasmine Wisp. And let me say this, don't say, oh yeah, Paulina and all these other people was talking about it. Honey, hi Abraham. I have had Jasmine Wisp since the end of last year. Jasmine Wisp is so pretty. Yes, they say it's yes, you getting yours. Girl, yes. Now I haven't bought a lot of Rasasi, but I'm gonna show y'all this. One of the things is this is the low yokium line, low yoke, whatever. Hey Danny, hi, hello, thank you so strong. So this is so good. You know, everybody, if you know me, if you've been on here for a while, y'all know I love this thing. It is a sexy. It's tropical. It's got a tropical vibe to it. It just, hey, Akeisha, it just makes me feel like I'm gonna be on a tropical paradise when I'm wearing this, and I should be with some man, and we having a really perfect tropical dinner. We someplace having tropical dinner where there's a music playing, and we about to, never mind. Okay, so that's that one. And when you get this though, the packaging is so beautiful. Let me see if I have one of them here. I think I put them all away. But they come in this beautiful wood box. I'm just telling you, the packaging is quality. The package, and it's a magnetic closure. So the package itself is wood, beautiful. So I had to finally, do I have the other one here? Yes, I do. So I went and finally got the other ones in this line. So I have Perfume and I have Orchid Prairie. Now, to be quite honest, I'm still not sure if I love these. Now they say Perfume is more like Black Orchid, but honestly, to me, this one smells more like Tom Ford's Noir Perfume. It really does. This is what this one smells like to me. It definitely smells like but it's got that baby powder, that baby aspirin smell too. I don't know. And then Orchid Prairie is here too. These both, and then this smells like Black Orchid. This one smells more like Black Orchid to me. This one smells more like Noir Perfume. Now, supposedly it's switched, but that's just the way it smells to me. But anyway, I can do these because they're sweeter, whereas I don't like the Tom Ford ones. They have better longevity. They last forever. They are diva mode. They project out. You are going to smell them. But these are a little bit, they have a little more sweetness to them. Yes, Prairie is challenging. See, you have them too. Okay. I'm not doing perfumes and pantyhose. Hey, Michelle. Okay. But yeah, so this one is a hard one, but I'm starting to like it. But it, like she said, it is kind of challenging. It is. Now let's talk, since we're still talking about the Arabian brands, let's talk about Latafa. Latafa right here, Oud for Glory. I have actually done a comparison. It will be coming out probably next week with this and Oud for Greatness by Initio. But hey, J Chronicle, but let's just take a moment to see how ignorant Latafa is for this packaging that looks just like the Initio Oud for Greatness. So I'm not going to get too deep into this one, but this is well under $100. Some things might just be under $100, but honestly, most of these you can find them under $100, quite under. This one is kind of hard to find. You need to go on Amazon. I actually have it on my Amazon storefront. We're going to have a whole conversation about storefront too. Okay, so there's Latafa's Oud for Glory. Now, before I really get deep into this, let's talk about where you can find good prices on all of these fragrances. Because the thing is, a lot of them do retail over $100, but I ain't paying it. You got to do your research. The number one spot, honestly, to find good pricing is fragrancebuy.ca. I'm going to put up I think I got a little referral link. So I'm going to put that referral link up in my cards from now on. But fragrancebuy.ca is excellent they have the best prices. Not on everything, but on a lot of things. If you see a good price, check Fragrance Buy too. And there's a couple of tricks with Fragrance Buy. If you buy 5 fragrances, you always get free shipping. However, there are free shipping coupons out there. And if you start buying from Fragrance Buy, they give you a bunch of free shipping coupons. So you can always use your points because they have a loyalty system and you can get them. Hi, Empty Sense. Right. They mail out super quick. Coming from Canada, you will get your stuff from Canada faster than a lot of times you can get your stuff from here in the States. That's how quick Fragrance Buy is. But understand with Fragrance Buy, they mail out to the States on Monday. So if you order it on a Tuesday, you are not going to get mailed out till Monday. So I usually don't, unless it's something that's really like something that I'm, that I just have to get because I think it might sell out. I usually wait till like Sunday or, just so I don't feel like, dang, I'm waiting forever for them to mail it. But once it starts coming, it comes, hey, Shelly, it comes real quick. That's one. Fragrance Net. Now, if y'all don't know about Fragrance Net, I don't know what y'all doing with y'all life and buying for perfume. Because I gotta be honest, or is this just me? I know I'm digressing, but it's Friday night, and if you want me to stay linear, watch a fucking video because lives are all about me digressing. Okay, so let me just say that. So don't you, when you see somebody, especially when I watch a video and they'll be like, yes, and they do a fragrance video or somebody like posting something, they be like, I got this at Sephora. I went to Sephora to get this, or I went to Ulta to get it. And it's not something that like Mason Margiela is kind of hard to get, on the off market. But when it's stuff like, who am I thinking? Like if it's like a Givenchy or, Dior, I'm like, no, you didn't pay full price for that. No, you did not pay retail for that stuff, baby. So I just be feeling for them. I just be feeling for them. It's in my head. I be going, no, you paid $100-something for that. And then as I'm watching it, especially if it's a video, is it just me? I start looking up the prices like, oh, poor thing, pourquoi? Why did you do that? Okay. So Fragrance Net is the other one, and then Fragrance X. Sometimes I hit perfume.com, but my top 3 is Fragrance Buy, Fragrance Net, and Fragrance X. Because honestly, sometimes you can find better deals at Fragrance X on some things that are on Fragrance Net. You got to do your comparison shopping in order to get your best pricing. I'm just trying to put it out there for folks. Hey, Coco, hey. So that's, now that I've put all that out there, let's go on. All right. Now one house that you can go, yes, honey, you got to find a sale. Is you can always find at a good price. Is, hey, Dre, Sergio Lutong. Don't talk about me because I don't have the top, but it fell and I cannot find it. Don't you hate when a top falls, especially these little bitty tops, and it falls and it's like falls right down by you and then you can't find it? Okay, so anyway, let's go. So this is Sergio Lutong. This is Fleurs d'Oranger, but I have other ones that I'm going to pull them all out. You listen, you can now not all of them are under 100. But the Fleurs d'Oranger, you can always get Un Blanc Vanille. You can find all of the kind of popular ones under $100. Now, this one I was able to get at a 3 no, the kids didn't take it because they're not over here yet. And this is a 100 mil. I was able to get this under 100. But, sometimes you just going to have to go with the 50 mils because you don't need all of these anyway. But these are some other ones that I have. This is Feminine du Bois. Okay, so let me talk about Fleurs du. What? I don't know, child. I don't know. So Fleurs d'Oranger is a beautiful honey blossom with some honey in it. I mean, orange blossom with honey. This is such a girly fragrance. Hey, Melissa, this is so girly. I absolutely love it. If you like orange blossom, like if you've ever had the Trader Joe's orange blossom soap, and there's another company that has a really good orange blossom soap, this smells just like those, but with the added honey. Oh, baby, whoever pays for the ads, you know, you can pay for an ad no matter who you are and have it on there. You know it, ads equal coins in. So that's that one. And then we have Feminine du Bois, which is one of my favorites. This is plum. It's got plum in it. It's got peach. Hey, Nisha. So this one smells like this one this is like holiday for me. It just has this really spicy kind of, cinnamony. It's got plum. It's got a little cloves in. It's very holiday. And I started wearing it like, ooh, I wore it on my, at Thanksgiving. So I kind of think of this as like my Thanksgiving, Christmas, you're just hanging out. Like if it wasn't 2020, going to like some like ugly sweater parties, something like this, I would probably wear this to like an ugly sweater party, this is a good peach, because I don't like all peaches, but this is a good peach. I finally put this on. This is Sergio. I'm always hearing about Sergio. I just put it on today because when I got it, it was toward the summertime. It was getting warm outside. And this is really heavy. This is a wintertime. I wouldn't even wear it right now. Well, we're in the 30s. It's kind of getting cold enough. This is definitely for cold weather. It's very... Oh, we should do an ugly sweater party. I got some fire. I had to find my ugly sweaters. Oh. No, I like Sergio. I actually like it. At first, I didn't think I was going to like it, but I really do like it. It's just really deep. It's got hay, it's got honey. It's a very deep, very sensual fragrance. It's very, no, not even sensual. It's very comforting. It's very, it's just one of those, you gonna smell like wintertime. You're gonna smell like wintertime wearing this. This smells like what you want to smell in the wintertime. Like cinnamon on the pot, how you have cinnamon and cinnamon sticks in the pot with a little vanilla and everything, and you have like the spicy thing. Yes. So it's like what you want your house to smell like, but you want to smell like this. Not saying that this is like, oh my God, it smells like house spray. No, it's like what you want to smell like in your house, what you want to smell like when you are like, hanging out, just being, just hanging out, watching, doing a little Netflix and chill. This is wintertime, Netflix and chill. Did I just have to go through all that to get there? Wintertime, Netflix and chill. There we go. And like I said, don't go retail, but you can. Oh, thank you, honey. Wait. We got to put up the when we get that right. It's a vibe. It really is. And you have to smell it. It's very complex. Sergio Lutong is not the easiest sometimes. His fragrances can be challenging. This is a challenging fragrance. This is not for everybody. You have to be really into like heavy, deep, spicy fragrances. If you are like more florals, more light, and you want to start getting into spicy fragrances, don't start here. Do not start here. Hi, Lumiere, sir. Oh, I'm so terrible. Yeah, so this is for like you guys to love spicy fragrances. You got to love them deep, dark fragrances to like Sergio. All right, that one is done. I have Decluttering Noir too. So Decluttering Noir. But like I said, Sergio Lutong is one of those things that you can definitely look around and find your stuff under $100. Now, this one was surprisingly under $100. Surprisingly, this is new. This is Maremma by Tiziana Terenzi. Just got this recently, but I actually got it through Royalty Scents. And when I smelled it, I was like, I might need this one. And then I started looking for it. You know how you start looking for something? And I was looking, and then I found a tester bottle on fragrancebuy.ca. And it's so good. It is so good. What would be a good precursor to Sergio? If you were going to be getting a Sergio Lutong, I would get Feminite de Bois. If I was going to be getting trying a spicy vibe from Sergio Lutong, I would get this one first, not Sergio. Sergio takes a lot, right? So this is Marema. This is kind of serious. Seriously, and I mean, I got this on a really deep discount. This is similar to Tom Ford's Black Orchid. However, it doesn't have the baby aspirin smell, note to me, because Tom Ford Black Orchid has a baby aspirin. It smells like baby aspirin on my skin. So it doesn't have that note in it to me. And it's much sweeter and it lasts much longer than Tom Ford. So even though it kind of does feel similar to Black Orchid, but it really does not. It still smells good. It smells better because it's sweeter and lasts longer. I'm just telling the truth, because I was like, okay. Have you tried this? Have you tried it? Dre, have you tried it? Because I have a decant of it. And that was so surprising because Tiziana Terenzi is rarely under $100. You can find some right around $100 if you look hard. You'll be like right above. But normally it's, they're always in the hundreds plus. Man, you can just come on, try it out over here. I got a lot of it. So there's that one, which, like I said, was so surprising. See, See, you see where I'm going with that? You see what I'm going with that? Because it's like, no. We don't want that. Now, next up is this house. This is Histoire de Parfum. I got this on a super great deal. Because this is a tester bottle. Their normal size bottles are 60 ml, and they're usually, you can find quite a lot of them under $100. These, of course, are the tuberoses 2 and 3. Okay, if you have not been around, you knew I love these two fragrances. This is 2. This is 3, 2, this 2, this is 3. This is what is this? Virginal. This is Animal. This is bright, beautiful tuberose. This is sexy as motherfucking hell tuberose. Yes. Now, here's the thing, the trick with tester bottles. If you're looking at tester bottles, make sure they have the top. Make sure they have the top, because a lot of times you'll find some and they do not have the top. So that's no fun. And it's just not aesthetically pleasing. Now, here's how you can do with Fragrance By, they will put, I like it. For me, I like it all the time. I ain't gonna lie, but I think this is more like a spring, fall, summertime vibe. This is definitely, I had it on the first times when it was starting to cool down. So yes, there's nothing worse than a capless tester. So what you want to do, here's some tricks. When you buy from Fragrance By, they will tell you in the description if it has a cap. So it will say tester with cap. You want to get those. When you buy them from Fragrance Net, or I think even on Fragrance X, click the picture, because if they have different versions of it, especially on Fragrance Net, click the picture and see if it has a picture, it will show whether it has a top or not. If it don't have a top on that picture, you are not getting a top. So this is just a little, just a little word to the wise. You do not want to be getting them without the top, because I don't know. I feel like you're losing stuff. You're losing fragrance by that. I'm just maybe it's just me tripping. All right, so that's it. Now let's just talk about. Okay, then we're gonna do this one. Yes, Ellie Saab, you could just wear it a little bit, lighter when it gets warmer. These are the V Cantos that I found. Now, I went down a rabbit hole and I found some at good prices. They have quite a few under 100 right now. I don't know if they're getting rid if this V Canto line is ending, is being discontinued altogether, because this is V Canto is Terenzi. Tiziana is Paolo Terenzi. I think this is one of the offshoots of their Tiziana Terenzi line, and they created V Canto, but I don't know if it's going to be staying around or whatever. But anyway, I heard about them. I started looking them up, and I found some really, really great prices under $100. This one is Magnificat. This is such a gorgeous gourmand. It is. I don't know. I can't tell you the notes, but right off the top of my head, but it just smells like it's got this vanilla. It smells so good, and it lasts long on the skin. It projects out just a little bit. It's not like super, scent trailing and everything, but it smells so good. First off, let's look at this bottle. This bottle is freaking stunning, and it is so, so good. I mean, the notes are just. Where is Fragrance Anatomy when we need him now? If he was on, now the one day I need him to be on here looking up notes and posting them up for me, he ain't on here. But then again, he wouldn't post up the notes I needed. He would be, I say Magnificat, he come back with something like Magnificent One by, somebody else, Joe Malone. But anyway, this is Magnificat V Canto. Oh my God, this smells so good. If you like gourmands, that you will love this. Absolutely love it. Now, this one is Maston by them. Now, I love a good oud. Y'all know I love oud. I love oud. I love oud. I love oud. And so I had to try this one. I will say of the two Magnificat, if I was going to say which one to buy, I would say get Magnificat. This one is a very delicate oud rose combination. Yes, Melissa, he would be. This is a delicate rose oud. It's not like this, diva mode. It doesn't last as long as Magnificat, honestly, but I like it. It's one of those things that as it dries down, it gets prettier and prettier on the skin, and at the price, I really like it. So, and this is one of those things that if you wanted to wear, if you like oud and work in an office, this would be a very office appropriate oud, because this isn't one that's going to be too skanky. It's got a nice, hey, Barry, it has a nice, delicate vibe to it. And it doesn't project out too much. It stays close to you. But it's just, for me, I like it. I don't know if I can't see this being like everybody's cup of tea, but y'all know I'm kind of weird sometimes. All right, now let's just talk about two of those houses that you can always find things under $100. Now, let me preface it. Certain things will be hard to find under 100, but a lot of times you can. And that's my boo thing right here. Mancera. Mancera, you can always find you can find quite a bit of Mancera under $100. If you're really looking for it under 100, go to fragrancebuy.ca. They have the best prices on Mancera when they get it in. Now, here's the caveat. they sell out of a lot of the popular ones. They sell out real quick. So if you put yourself on the notification list and it comes up and you got the coins and you really want it, I would suggest buying it then, because it's like some of them sell out like that. Like, the real super popular Manceras do. However, if you look around, Fragrance Net usually has decent prices on it. Fragrance X can be a little pricey on their Manceras, but when it comes down to getting Manceras, go to Fragrance Buy or Fragrance Net. And they have just so many that are under $100 that you can find. Now, like I said, a lot of them are over 100 now. Because they're because Mancera's gotten real popular lately. For a while, for a minute, nobody, folks were talking about Mancera, but it had died down. Now, all of a sudden, I think what it is, because women are now buying Mancera, so there's more in their customer base. They're becoming a little more expensive. Just letting y'all know. So if you see it on 100, snatch it. That's just like Montale. Montale is getting a little pricey, but you can still find good buys. Ooh, did you try either of them? I was able to find this tester. Ooh, this was a good ass price. Y'all. So look for testers, and let me tell you how the Mancera testers work. Mancera testers work where this little piece does not come off. Normally, this piece comes off on a Mancera bottle. It does not. They have it stuck on it permanently, just so you know. So, and I mean, Mancera is such a basic look. Ouch, I got an itch. But yeah, so you just have to look around for them though, because some are more expensive than others, because some are more popular than others, then some are not that popular and actually are very good. So it's just about looking at the fragrances. If you're a blind buyer, just go ahead and dip that in and just go on and get it. And Fragrance by CA has a very good list of Montales, and they are, like I said, they're usually the most inexpensive of the sites for Montale and Mancera. All right, so that is it on my niches under $100. Just wanted to give you all some insight on how to find some. If I find more that are niche houses, I post them like in my community tab, like, yo, y'all need to go and get this. Y'all need to get it. So as I find them, I will let you know when I find them. If I haven't bought them already, and I might share. Just joking, I'd share. Now, let's get into topic number 2 for tonight. I have to put this in the title when I'm done. Maybe. Oh, I have one more. I'm sorry. This one was exactly under $100. This was $99. This is Nobile 1942. This is La Danza della Belleve, the Dance of the Dragonfly. This is really pretty popular now. I was able to find it at a really good price. Now, let me tell y'all something that if y'all don't know. Fragrance X goes up and down on pricing. So if you see a really good price on Fragrance X, it might go up. Like, they do this whole thing where it might go up. Now, it'll come back down sometimes. For instance, I was looking at getting D-Locks. I saw D-Locks at one price, and it was a good price. And then I went back a few days later, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll get it now. And it was $40. Did you? $40 more. And I was like, oh, hell no. But then a few weeks later, I waited, and it dropped back down to that price I saw again. So, just want you to know, spell that from memory, no. So just a heads up. Know that about Fragrance X. Fragrance Net is one of those too. And here's another thing I want to tell y'all about Fragrance Net. watch their pricing, because sometimes, especially on the niche brands, the really popular ones, they're like not that much less than what you would pay in the store. And they be acting like they're giving you a good deal. And sometimes they make them more expensive than if you just went straight to the house, the company, the brand. Oh, it took me so long to get that out. Thank you. See, la danza. Right, exactly. That's exactly it. So when the prices go up because they are hyped up. So when things get hyped up, just know the prices are going to go up. So I'm telling you, if you hear about something that's kind of early on and there's not a lot of people talking about it, my suggestion is to snatch it while it's still cheap, because the price is going to go up. Right? Oh, you are right. Swiss Arabian. Yes, Jackie, thank you. Thank you. I almost forgot him. Swiss Arabian is such an Arabic company. And so they do beautiful fragrances. Of course, everybody knows Shagaf Oud, because every YouTuber has found out, even the ones who ain't into fragrances are talking about Shagaf Oud. Let me tell you why I know this. A friend of mine who doesn't even do perfume, doesn't watch perfume stuff, said that they were that she asked me about Shagaf Oud. One of my friends who doesn't even watch perfume, is not into perfume. She was like, "What's up with this Shagaf Oud?" And I was like, "Girl, it's Oud Bouquet, but you have to know what Oud Bouquet was." She's like, "Oud Bouquet." So it was like a very like one of those conversations you're going, "What? Stop talking to me. Never mind." Okay, just being honest. So yes, I have Shagaf Oud and I also have Casablanca. Those are the two that I have that I like. No, I don't. I have another one. Right. It's like Oud Bouquet. La la la. It's like Oud Bouquet. Everybody talk about it. But and everybody talks about this one. So I'm gonna pull out this one. Everybody talks about Casablanca. You know what I'm saying? Everybody talks about Casablanca. It's an apple caramel smell. It's got that taffy apple kind of vibe to it. So if you want something like that, really, and I will say this is not as appley, it's not as fruity as like La Danza, La La La. So this one, now I'm gonna tell you one that nobody, they really don't, people be sleeping on this one. People sleep on this one. This is an Ara Oud by Swiss Arabian. This has this beautiful teak wood. It has, what does it have in it? I think it has valerian in it. But anyway, it has this beautiful teak wood note in it at the base note. So it's not just the oud, but what you really get is this teak wood vibe from it. It is so stunning. People don't really talk about an Ara Oud, but if you like oud and you don't want it to be like that woody skanky, this is the one that you want to try, because it's really, the teak wood comes out. If you've ever smelled like beautiful teak wood furniture, it has that teak wood smell to it. It has that scent to it. And then it has the oud. This is a very vibrant, very it makes me feel like the color of it. It feels like this really red, vibrant fragrance. So people don't talk about Anara Oud, but Anara Oud is delicious. Let me just spray her on. I ain't sprayed her on in a minute. And it's got a really nice sprayer. Oh, I am. I'm working on that. Oud for oud. I'm working on doing a oud, 5 ouds. If you really ain't into oud yet, I'm about to do one. Oh my goodness. By the way, Barry, you show, is it Rasasi that you showed? Who makes that one? Rawa? I need that. I need that, but it's not here, but I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. I'm getting that thing. Okay, I'm back. Oh, yes. Ooh, this is so good to me. It's so good. Ooh, okay. Okay. Put it down, Louise. Put it down. It's so good. It's so good. I love it. I love it. Okay, okay. So now we finished. I talked about Latafa. Yes, that's who makes it, Latafa. Yes. Do you have this one yet, Barry? Did you get the Ooh for Glory? They was coming for Initio's neck with this one, baby. They was coming for them with this one. They was like, oh, I'm coming for you. They was like, we coming for you, Initio. We ain't playing with you. Okay, so you got this and everybody talking about it. Well, let's put our stamp on it. Let's put our stamp on it. All right. Okay. So next up, let me just tell y'all how Hoarders has got me fucked up. It's got me fucked up, y'all. Real talk. Real talk. It's got me fucked up. So here's the deal. When I'm over there at B's house, she was watching it because, Hulu. And now I kind of got caught up watching it. I've been watching these episodes of Hoarders. Hoarders will fuck you up. So, and you be questioning yourself. You be questioning your life. You be looking at your space and be like, oh shit, let me fix this because I am not going to look like a hoarder. Am I the only one who does this? Do you not just get paranoid as hell? Oh my goodness. So let me tell you what the one, and here's what's been paranoid, making me really paranoid, right? I was like, am I that collector? Do I buy stuff like that? Do I have stuff just stacked up? And you know how your stuff be stacking up? But I'd be like, no, I'm not like that. No, am I like that? Oh my God, am I a hoarder? That's what be in my head. And then it's like, it make you feel like, oh, maybe I should be getting rid of some stuff. But let me just tell you something about me. And then I came to my senses. There's a couple of things I've noticed about hoarders. And this is, it's a couple of things that I noticed in reference to the behaviors and the psychosis of hoarding. So it's just a couple of things that I just want to talk about and see what y'all think. Honey, hoarders will have you thinking, oh my God. Like I was thinking, oh, you need to clean your refrigerator. And I do need to clean my refrigerator. But so, okay, so right, it will have you declutter your kids. Thank you, Jackie. You'll be like, oh my God, what do I really need this many forks? How many pairs of shoes do I have? Am I ever gonna wear these shoes? It just be having you. I like that one because you dust your stuff. And so, okay, so we've all kind of watched, if y'all have all watched it, okay, so I've noticed there's two different types on there. There are the hoarders that just have stuff, that just has, there's levels. There's some hoarders that collect a bunch of stuff, but just have a lot of stuff. And they've covered things, but it's just a lot of stuff. Then there are the nasty ass hoarders. Then there are the nasty hoarders that are doing things that just have you cringing and go, oh my God, when you're watching it, those are the ones that have you going like, OMG. Oh my God. And then that goes, okay, well, I'm not that person. I'll never be that person, never, ever. And so there's a couple of things that I noticed about the psychosis of hoarders. So let's just talk about it. One of the things I have noticed is they are very narcissistic people. It's all about them. See, yes, those people. Those people, the ones who can't use their toilets, the ones who be using bottles to use the bathroom, or just the most disgusting things ever. Ever. Those are the ones that make me feel okay with my life. Well, I'm like, okay. Hey, Misty, honey, when they be having, the one that be killing me for real, is when they be having mice and rats be running up out of there. I would be running up out of there. The bugs are bad enough, but when them mice and rats be just jumping around, oh my goodness. I mean, I've seen some stuff. I watched a whole bunch of seasons. I don't watch like 5 seasons. I was like, oh Lord Jesus. Right. And then they have the ones who have all the animals and the poor babies be in cages. It just make you go, what the hell? So one thing I did notice that there's a serious narcissism with a lot of the people on Hoarders, because it's all about them and how people don't treat them good, or, a lot of them really don't take responsibility. Don't you let them say, I'm not a hoarder. And then they start doing the and showing their house. I mean, when you can't walk through your house, when you got to climb over shit, you're a hoarder, But then when I watch them talking to him, I'm like, see, this is why I could never be a therapist, because I swear to God. Right. Yeah, that mess right there irritates me too. That one too. Yeah. Right. The minimalist making a whole lot of money. Shut up talking to me. So it's like, but watching Hoarders will have, so they're very narcissistic. They're very, just like always, everything. And so everybody doesn't understand. And why are you doing this to me? I'm just trying to live my best life. And I could never be a therapist, because I would cuss their asses out. I swear to God, I would cuss them out. Yeah, I saw a film that they said with little kid hoarders. And I would be like, look, your shit is nasty. Do you see this? Do you see this? No one should live like this. No, I would cuss them clean the fuck out. I'd be like, listen, this is the wake up call. This is some nasty shit. Your house about to be condemned, right? Looking at pieces of paper. This piece of paper is so important to me. See, that would be me. Curse, right, exactly. See, I would not be a good. I'm not that empathetic, because like I was watching this one, and I don't know, maybe some of y'all have seen this one. Where it's a house in Greensboro, North Carolina. It's like 9,000 square feet. This woman had lived there for like 40 years, and she lost the house, went into foreclosure. These people this gay couple bought it. Right? I can see that, Daddy. I wouldn't be either. And they tried to work with her, and then finally they had to have her evicted to take possession of the house. And they were trying to be nice enough to let her sell some of the things off to make some money, because she had nothing. She's like super broke now. And she acted a fool. And they were just trying to placate her ass. And see, she had the right ones who bought that house, because they got to crying. This is so sad. And she was still trying to take them to court and still try to take her house back and everything. Beautiful. The house is on the historic registry, everything. And she was still trying to talk about how she was going to take them to court to show that this was an illegal foreclosure. And they still trying to be nice to her, baby. So the guy, the cleanup guy got irritated with her and snapped the fuck off. And then the next day he was like, I was being immature. I should have talked to her. And I was thinking, no, actually, you was just like I would have been. Because, I mean, she was like, listen, this is mine, and this is mine, and this is mine. Oh, and her house was ridiculously. And the thing was, they were being nice because they owned that house. That everything in the house was theirs. She had years to get out this house. She had been fighting for 5 years. They gave her 6 months to get out before they even did the procedure. Right? Oh, she did some stuff where she had done a bunch of refis on it and owed all this money on it. That's how she didn't have it anymore, because she had done all these refis on it. See that? So I was like, and so finally they got her out. And I mean, she acted a damn fool, and they was all placating her ass. I was like, see, I'd have cussed her ass out. And if I was the owners, because they was trying to be nice, I'd have been like, after she had said enough, I said, oh, wait a minute, you taking me to court? Okay, well, let me tell you, wrap this shit up. She out of here. Throw this shit in here. We out. We're done. Because they were like, and we spent all this money, because they spent a lot of money just getting her out. Right? Right. Exactly. I was like, oh, see, they so nice. And they was crying when it was finally over. She's like my grandmother. I was like, this old evil hoe. I wouldn't, and it's like, let me tell you something. She don't give a damn about y'all. She don't give a damn about y'all. Stop it. Then I just watched this one. Oh, honey, some of them are so gross. It's just, you don't even want to talk about them because they're just so nasty. It's like, oh my God, what were you doing? And then they be trying to, and especially ones. Yes, honey. I think I seen the one with all the pissy books. I seen him. But what I also saw was, what kills me is where these people live in these houses and the house is just falling down around them. And then they want to cry when they find out that you have ruined your house. See, exactly. Like, oh my God, I did all this and I can't live in my house. Did nobody tell you to sit up here and let mold grow on all your walls? Let the holes get all through your house. All that shit. Hell no, Misty. There's one that's worse than this one. Let me tell you something. I just watched one that's worse than that one. I kid you not. There's one that's worse than that one. And so it's like, no. What is wrong with you all? What is wrong with you all? And if you want me to tell you, I'll tell you about it, but it's worse than that one. That ain't got nothing to do with some of my seen recently. And so what I also noticed is they cannot process stressful situations, a lot of grief. They really don't do well with loss of, like death. They don't process grief well. It's from losing a loved one. Honey, I went through some recently. Trust me, they were like, "Am I watching this? This is disgusting as fuck." So yeah, it's just like, right? No. Okay, so I'm gonna give y'all the worst one that I just watched today. That I was like, oh my God. There's a woman who was like, she had about 30 cats in her house. 30 cats. And the poor babies, they were just terrible. It was like 30 or 40 cats in her house. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And I saw that. I was like, okay, so I see this. So she had all these cats, and she lives like down in like Southern Illinois. So she getting all these, cats trying to bring me in when it's cold. So they use the bathroom all over her house. And I do mean her whole house was a litter box, literally a litter box. But she had issues with letting go. So her refrigerator and freezer was full of dead animals. And she would pull them out. Like there was one in particular, like she was really, one of her cats that she really loved. She pulling them out and was like, and I just missed it. So it was I kid you not. Then it got worse. So then when they really started going and trying to clean it out, which I thought um was, it wasn't just her cats they found out. She was just picking up road killing shit and putting it in bags and putting it in the refrigerator. So she had like a cardinal. She had shit like a rabbit in there. They were like, what the fuck? Now see, at that point, I'd have quit. I'd be like, you know what? I'm gonna need y'all to, I'm not coming back in here and doing this one. I don't know who y'all gonna get to do this shit, but not I today. Yes, it was just like bizarre as hell. And so, and it was like, wow. Oh, right. And so it's like, I mean, think about when urine of any type soaks into your wood, into your, into your concrete, that shit is in there. It's gone. What? And so, like, I watched this one. They told her, it's gonna cost you more than the house to get it fixed. You've seen the ones, but this one, and here's this one, there was one I saw. Speaking of this, there was one I just watched yesterday where this girl thought her house had a demon in it. I kid you not. There was one with this chick who thought her house had a demon in it and wanted to have her, and had some crazy ass man come in there to exorcise the demon. Now, here was my issue with it. I said, is somebody not going to deal with this shit real? That's when I kind of was like, who are these motherfuckers? Are we seriously saying this shit? Because she looked fucking crazy. She moved her and her kids out like Amityville Horror. Like, there's something in the house and there's a demon in it. And she wanted this exorcism, and this crazy ass man came over there. Yes. So her house was already it wasn't filthy, but it was junky. And I'm like, is nobody going to take her kids from her? Because, those are the right. Yeah, it was a rough one, Shanna. But no one was dealing with the fact that in her eyes she looked insane. I'm like, so y'all just gonna act like this makes sense? See, she the type who y'all find out that she done killed all her kids because she said the devil was in them. No, this hoe needs to be institutionalized and this shit figured out. Because if I was her mother, my grandkids wouldn't be with her until we got her through some serious, intensive, commit. No, she wouldn't have them babies talking about there's a devil in the house. No, because what if she decide the devil jumps into the kid? Right, exactly. Yes, Melissa, she was. Exactly. I'm like, I know if I was her mom, I'd be like, well, you can live in that house, but the kids ain't going there. Right, exactly. And that's the thing, right? And then everybody gonna be like, oh my God, I can't believe she did that. Cause I'm like, So I was just like, yeah, and that's you right, Melissa, because if it had been me, they'd have took my kids, they'd have been like, she right. I'm like, okay, so the other thing I noticed that they really don't deal with grief well. Because I was watching it with B, and it was this girl just was like, this happened. I said, right. Because like I was watching and someone was like, this happened and this happened. And I was like, okay, I've dealt with grief before. I've had grief. I'm not gonna say nothing like that. Y'all gonna keep saying that. I'm staying out the conversation. But y'all right. But it was like listening to them, and they're like, oh, and I lost this and I lost this. And I'm like, damn, I've lost a lot over the years. And I've never felt this need to do something like this. But that just talks about where we are mentally. You know what I'm saying? Where we are mentally. Because mentally, I've had a lot of things happen. I've dealt with quite a few things over the years. I've lost my parents. I've lost quite a few people in my life. And I still survived it. And yes, I still have my moments of sadness and things like this. And I started processing grief at 17 when my father died. And didn't nobody take me to grief counseling. It was the 80s. There wasn't no grief counseling. It was like, you all right, and you worked through your grief and things like that. And I had to learn, like I always tell people, grief is a solitary journey. But I was like, wow, so some people just really cannot process and handle what life brings. Oh my God, that smells good. I got all the scent on me, and I'm like, as I'm moving my hands, I'm like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, sorry, I'm back. And so it's just interesting from watching it from that standpoint. Besides the nastiness of it, it just makes you go, oh wow, okay, And then you look, and then I started looking at my life. I said, okay, so I'm pretty good. I'm okay. I'm okay because I do understand that life ain't gonna be perfect. There are going to be, but I honestly, even though I didn't have it back then, but I think one of the, that one of the big things that really was like an epiphany in one of my favorite books is Dr. Seuss's Oh, the Places You'll Go, because it really does talk about life. And maybe I'm gonna do that one day. I'll do a video about that. The five books that changed my life. But it's one of them is that, oh, the places you'll go, because it just really talks about life, because life is about ups and downs. Sometimes you're going to be alone. Sometimes you're going to be high. Sometimes you're going to be low, but you got to keep moving through life, because all those things are about the places you'll go in life. And so I think too many people just really think that life is going to be like up here. No, life is up and down. Life is storms. Life is sunshine. Life is all those things. And you got to understand that you got to figure out how to get through all of those and manage them all, and I think that's the problem like some of them had some real serious things that happen, like abuse and things like that. Yeah, that one is it. When they do that, oh my God, like this one old woman, they was trying to deal with her, and she's like fighting them and fighting them and fighting them, and then they all in her bedroom, and they lifted something up, and the roaches came out. You know how roaches come out. The roaches came out like shh, and she was like, oh my. Now mind you, they done showed her dead mice in her house. And she's like, I don't know how that happened. But when the roaches came out, said, shh, she broke down. I was sleeping in here with the roaches. What? You didn't think you was sleeping with the roaches? You didn't? Oh. Or when everything got all this urine on it, and they showing them the cat, the mice, mouse, and rat droppings, and they're going, but can I keep that? But can I keep that? I'd be like, what the hell is wrong with you? Okay, so y'all real crazy. They showing, no, you can't keep this. It's got urine, it's got mice droppings on it. It's got, urine. They like, but can I keep it? But can I keep it? You be like, what the fuck? Now, and then here's another thing that made me say, oh, okay, I am not a hoarder. This was the epiphany for me, because I was watching today, and they had this woman who was collecting dolls, like Barbie dolls and dolls like that, those type of dolls. And she was like, and her and her husband, she had all these dolls. And so they were taking them out, and the organizer was like, you're going really slow. She's like, that's nice what you did. She said, but you have 18,000 dolls that we have to, get through. So they said, listen, we're going to bring in an appraiser. So we brought an appraiser in to appraise your collection, and see, what the value is. So the appraiser goes through this section. Now, this ain't all 18,000. He just goes through this section of dolls. And he's like, you have some really good dolls and everything, blah, 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 You saw that one too? But he was like, these over here, he was like, oh, these are worth $500,000, 500,000. He told her, you have a really good collection. He was like, these right here are worth $500,000, $500,000, right? Her husband was like, whoa, right? Like, oh shit. So she was like, so she said, wow. She was like, well, they're just plastic. So she decided, like, okay, box them up. We're going to send these off. Do you know when they did the little scroll afterwards, she still hadn't sent them to auction? Bitch, bye. Bitch, bye. Do you know how fast I'd have had them on that motherfucking truck going off to auction? Send that shit off. Bitch, bye. You tell me I can get $500,000 and I still got thousands of dolls left, because it wasn't like it was a huge amount of them. It was a section of them. It might have been like, maybe 1,000. Listen, they would have never made it in my garage. I'd have been boxing bitches up, put them on there. Let's get it. Let's get it cracking. Let's get it cracking. Because these are gone. No, honey. They was willing to take them. They boxed them up for her to send them to auction. They would have took them on the truck for her. She said, no, put them in the garage. Because like I said, it ain't like she don't still have a nice collection. Had a huge collection still. The ones in her house, she had a huge collection left. But we these right here, they up. It was good to having you in my life, but you are gone. Soon as he said $500,000, no, they were appraised. No, that's what I'm saying. They were appraised. The guy was appraised them, said, let them know this is how much these are worth right here. Just this section. It was like this section of dolls right here, $500,000. I'd have been like, get them boxes. You need them today, tomorrow, when you need them. When you need them. When you need them. There was a baby, okay. So after seeing her, I said, well, my perfume collection ain't that bad. You know what? Maybe we should. We gonna need some hoarders, but they can't be around us. We need the hoarders. Oh, she had a beautiful collection though. I mean, really, she had a lot of Barbie dolls and stuff. And she had even before they showed them, the guy said that, I knew she had some serious money, because I've priced Barbie doll collectibles. And I was looking at some of hers. I said, oh, she got a serious collection. And she had a lot of them that were still in the boxes and stuff. No, they can't live with us. They can't live with us. We just gonna have them there for those things to be like, that's true. I want it to be more interesting. Now, with speaking on that, I always like, the declutter thing. It's that time of year. People want to declutter their perfumes, their makeup. This is the declutter season. People do a lot of decluttering toward the end of the year. I ain't gonna lie. I'm probably going to declutter some fragrances, but I had to look at it with a I had to look at it with a different eye. You know what I'm saying? Because I think sometimes people do these like massive declutters. Right. Okay. See, now that's what I'm talking about. Exactly. Yes, that's what we're gonna do, Melissa. We're gonna help them out. Now I know you want to get rid of some of this stuff, so you have some more space. Let's help you. But the thing about decluttering to me is it's a good thing because we don't need everything we have. Let me just say that. And when it comes to perfume, you know, people will buy them, so that's always good. But I think sometimes people get caught up in numbers. Missy, send them two over to me. Send them two over to me. See, that's my thing right there. When you do content, when you create content, and I've said this before, we've had this whole declutter conversation. Don't declutter to the point that now you don't have enough to really make content with. You know, the thing about doing things like this, it's about having content. You know, so when you get rid of everything and like, I'm going to get down to this, well then, oh, girl, you're going to find that brush. You're going to find that. You will find it. So when they do it, and then after the fact, then it dawns on them, I don't have enough stuff for content. Oh, yes, the low, right, honey. Yes, it does. Right. And so I think that so a declutter should be about getting rid of some things that you really don't like, but no buys always make me shop a lot more. That's why I never do a no buy. She ain't gone. She done slid, honey. For one thing, the Wayne Gosses are small. It's between something. You're gonna find it once. You're gonna find it like 3 months from now. It's gonna be sitting someplace. First off, you've probably looked at it 7 times already because you know you've looked at it 7 times because you're doing I'm looking for it so hard I don't see it. Leave it alone for a minute, it's gonna show up. Right. She's there. But yeah, so it's like I don't do no buys because my brain turns on and no buys. My brain goes into starvation mode, and then I need something. I need everything on a no buy. So I don't do no buys at all. That's one thing you ain't gonna find me doing. Now I might limit myself and say, okay, you can't buy as much, but I will never go and say I'm doing a no buy because a no buy, that's an automatic, bitch. You about to spend all your money. You about to spend all your money. Now I will try to like limit myself, but that don't always work either. But hey, I try. I did pretty decent this month. I only did 6, 7. Right. I agree. It's Wayne's fault. You're not seeing it. You're not seeing it. No, and exactly. The first time I did it, Misty, I promise you, the first time I said I was going to do no by July, I never did that shit again because no by July came in a high by July. It became Viva la High Buy, right? It was Viva la High Buy on my ass. I bought so much that month. It was one of the most expensive months for me going on a no buy. But the thing about it is, and let me tell you, so, okay, and then I'm going to say this. So I'm going to talk about something else because I'm ignorant. Y'all know I'm ignorant. So if anybody that watches this later on and they see themselves in it, I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking about the general population. I'm just talking generalities. Let me just put that out there. I'm just talking generalities because, motherfuckers get all in their feelings and shit. And then they be leaving me nasty little comments because they done got all in their feelings and shit. Right. So, okay, so we about to get ignorant. Okay, so let me first go into declutters. Declutters on a YouTube channel is one of the most annoying things to me, especially when they do these deep dive declutters, because what they do is they get they do this huge declutter and then, like Shelly said, whine about it. Whine about how, you know, they go and they whine about it, and then they're low-key talking about, oh, I don't have this, and I used to have it, but I don't have it anymore. You should have kept the motherfucker. Now, don't get me wrong, I have decluttered a lot, but I don't have any regrets on my decluttering. Like, I decluttered my liquid lipsticks. I had sat there for a few months and been thinking about it, I said, you know what, I ain't doing it. Let me get rid of it. So I got rid of them. Do I have any regrets from that? Absolutely not. Did I buy some other lipsticks? I sure did. I bought some tube lipsticks, but I knew I was. I knew now I'm in the tube lipsticks, so I'm going to buy a bunch of damn tube lipsticks. I know I am. There, I know who I am. So I don't go and just do this massive, huge declutter just to get views. Because let's be honest, a lot of people. Right, exactly. Just, I am not that person. Oh, right. And then, right. And then this. Right, right, right. And then there's that one. And then they keep rebuying it because they like it, but then they declutter it. They like it, then they declutter it. That is, ridiculous. Ridiculous. Okay. That's just ridiculous to me. And so that's one thing. Then the no buy people and the low buy people. Here's my thing about that. I don't mind if you do that, but don't become superior with your I'm saving money. Go on and save your money. You know, exactly. I'm gonna go there too. So so they're like, oh, I'm going, and then they become very superior, and then when they do content after content showing how superior they are for not spending their money on that. Honey, you spending your money on something, shut the fuck up, stop lying. Okay. And now here's the ones that I really irritate me is when they talk about, oh my God, I'm shopping too much. I gotta slow down. I've got to do this. This has become too much. Yeah. And then every damn video they do after that is a haul. The fuck? What? So they do a whole rant about how they're really gonna slow down because this is too much. They're spending too much. I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this. And then every damn thing right after that is a haul. I bought this. I got rid of this. Yeah. What? I'm like, are you kidding me? So why the fuck did you even say that shit? Why the fuck did you say that shit? Okay. Oh yeah, we know this. Oh yeah, we know they go to Sephora, buy new primers. Here's something I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Let me tell y'all something I found out in the fragrance community. Y'all do know people share fragrances and they borrow each other's fragrances to do videos when they send them back. Right? Y'all do know that, right? Because in the makeup community, you have the ones who do the buy and then return, buy and then return, buy and then return. Now, here's how you can always know they either borrowed it on the fragrances. It's because you'll see it a couple of times, but you never see it again. Check that. If you see some stuff and you never see it again, check them. Oh yeah, people do it, Missy. Mm-hmm. Yep, they sure do. They sure do. People. Oh yeah, it's nice, honest, and petty. So we're gonna have petty moments. That's why I'm not that's why the YouTube community be like that bitch right there. Okay, so that's yeah, so that's what they do. A lot of people borrow fragrances and yeah, and then yeah. Yep. So they got a bottle. So that's one thing. Okay, so then but yeah, when they whine about them hauls, oh yeah, they do it. hmm Oh yeah. Right, right. No, Dad, you bringing me some blush. I can see. Well, the thing with House of Sillage, Lorraine, is they've been doing a lot of sales lately, and they're on Afterpay now. So I think a lot of people have afterpaid a lot of House of Sillage, but I also think some of them are sharing because we know how much these, and that's, or is it just me? Because I be clocking, I be like, damn, you spend a lot. And I ain't got it like that. I got a whole ramble on that. I ain't got it like that. So I'm gonna be, whoa. So that is like, what? What? Yeah. So that's just so you are aware, that's what happens. And that's how you know. So if you see them talk about it a couple of times, and then all of a sudden you never hear about them talking about that fragrance again, it's usually the high end stuff. So if it's a niche fragrances, hmm yeah, it's either mine or not, and you that's how it goes down a lot. Just giving you a little secret that I found out. Yeah, no one has ever tried to borrow anything from me, but I do know that it does happen quite a bit. Yep. Oh, are they? See, I don't know. See, yeah. Well, the other thing is this. Yes, there is a lot of money being moved around and this is so interesting because the makeup community has gotten a lot of flack about it, but for some reason the fragrance community hasn't gotten people like that because there's a lot of low key paid sponsorships that people are not talking about. Right? Right? Yeah. Yep. So just yeah, so a lot of there's quite because I didn't think, but then it's like I can tell, but because you can kind of tell when somebody's being paid because of the talking points involved and how they all sound the same. So oh, okay, they can pay. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you got paid for this. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, and I almost bought into them, and then I saw the price. I said, "Y'all crazy than the fuck. Y'all crazy than the fuck." Yeah, Tasha, I'm not a fan of. Tasha's like, I yeah. So that's though I've noticed that, and so like then so we got out of decluttering people, but I swear to you, the people who do all the hauls, and then all of a sudden are mad, crying because they spend so much money, and then keep hauling. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Just stop it. Just stop it. Right. Right. And you know what? And that's so interesting because you said that skincare only been used twice, but then reviewed. And so that's why I kind of got into fragrances and some things I just don't buy a lot of a whole lot. I buy skincare, don't get me wrong, I do, but I do like to use it for a while. So I'm not one of those people who keeps buying skincare just to be buying it. I try some things and I really like them. Then I might try something after a while, but I really do use my skincare for a while. And then there are things that I really do actually replace and use all the time. And so I think that's one of the issues that happens with it. And so even with fragrances, I do wear mine a lot. I sit around, I put on one or two, maybe three a day, depending on what day it is. I'm putting on one or two at least every day. And I'm not going to be that person about, I have so many, I can never wear my entire life. I'll never do them in my entire life. I'm not that. That angst is annoying to me. The angst is so annoying to me. It's like, so what? Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I don't like to switch up a lot because you can break out from it. Now, do I break out? Things will break me out and be like, okay, let me go back to my usual shit. And so for me, like skincare is one of those things that I have cleansers that I love. I don't feel the need to buy any new cleansers or try anything new because wow, I got all this cleanser here and it works just fine on my face. I haven't tried this liquid canvas. Is that Tatcha? Mm. Yeah, and you need to use them at least a month to see if they're actually working. And if some stuff will break you out right away, then leave that shit alone. But yeah, so it's just I was just having my petty moment. Oh, here's the one. Before I forget, the bandwagon people. The bandwagon people. Now, I'm going to give you an example of the bandwagon right now. If y'all watch, right, if y'all watch makeup videos and y'all know who Bailey Sarian is, y'all know Bailey has blown up because she does her makeup and true crime. You know, she does a true crime. She has that true crime and makeup series. She started it out really slowly, really small, but it blew the fuck up. And Bailey went, because I know when I started watching Bailey like had 100,000 subscribers, and she was a mid, a decent sized channel, but she has blown up with that thing. Like she's got over 2 million subscribers. And so, and that's what she does. And they could pop up on my thing and I'd be like, go on, Bailey. Cause I'm seeing, she getting 1 million views and stuff like that. Bailey is bringing in that money. Now, that was Bailey's thing. She loved, that was her thing. Now, I keep seeing all these other random ass YouTubers doing makeup and true crime now. Are you fucking kidding me? Y'all, come on now. Come on now. Come on. Oh, yes. And it's like and the thing is like Bailey really was into it. She came up with this. This is her thing. Not to say that you can't do it too, but just be realistic with yourself is that that's not your thing. And so you're just trying to ride this wave of popularity and hoping that in the hopes that people are going to watch you. Well, some might watch you, some might find you, but really, it's like, really, honestly, you really need to, I'm not saying that you have to just do one thing. What I'm saying is if you find something that you find interesting and you grow it, then grow it. But to say, oh my God, this is really cool now, it's very popular and we're hearing about it all over the place, so let me do it now. And I'm using that as an example, but it happens all the time. And you're like, okay. That's like when you're on YouTube. I mean, not on YouTube, but you're on Facebook and you see them damn same, everybody who thinks themselves, oh yeah, oh, go look at her, Danny, go look at her channel. Her channel has blown up. She is like huge now. And let me say, I like Bailey. Bailey is a really talented makeup artist. I'm subscribed to her. Right. See, now that's interesting. So, okay, so she's going to do makeup and history. Okay, so that's good. Right? Exactly. And it's like, and it works for Bailey, because she's really into it. And that's obviously she was into true crime and everything. And then she did this. Now, like you said, Sydney Black saw, okay, let me do Let me do something a little different. So she does her little different spin on it. It's not to say that you cannot see something that's really popular, but then take that popular thing and make it your own, as opposed to just trying to say, oh, I'm gonna do it just like this. I'm gonna do makeup and that. Like you said, Sydney Black is doing makeup and history, which is very similar to what that she did, but she took it and made it a little different so that it does, so it's not okay. She was inspired by it. And that's my thing, Coco. I'm not into the true crime, so I don't watch her. But I'm like, okay, girl, go do your thing. But now you're gonna do that. Like for instance, what's her name? Picturesque Regina. Picturesque Regina has her style, and she does her thing just the way she does it. And Anouk does her thing. She just does her eye looks. They do their thing the way they do it. Now, are they doing something super different? No, but they have their vibe and they stick to it. Picturesque Regina don't say shit. She just does her look. She has she does her perfect look, and then she's done, and she's growing, and she deserves it because it's a nice channel. I love watching her. It's like I ain't gonna do the looks the way she does them, but it's really interesting. Right. Right. See, I love to watch Regina, and you have to figure out something. Don't get me wrong. Even here in the space playing with perfume, you have to think. Right. and so yeah, I love the aesthetic of her channel. She's doing her thing, all this kind of stuff, and that's cool. So it's beautiful. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just saw something flash on my thing. So yeah, and so it's a good thing. It's like, okay, cool, yes. But even like with perfume, there's somebody will come up with something, and you should have a vibe to your channel. Work within your vibe. You don't have to try to be like everybody to be popular. You can do what you want to do, and it works. And it might not blow up right away, but it could. It has the potential. So there we go. I just want to throw that out there. Cause it's like, cause I swear to you, I saw like 4 or 5 of them come up. I was like, are you kidding me? Right. Well, and you know what, honestly, Drea, and that's what I know where my niche lies. Even though I'm doing videos again, putting videos and putting a mix, I do know that I'm very comfortable in the live situation, and I'm very comfortable just hanging out talking. Right. So that's what I do. And that's why I do so many lives. And so I know people are like, damn, she got that on her channel. No, it's just me chit chatting, It's just, hey, we sitting up here, we chit chat a little bit. And let me tell you something. And see, that's me. I mean, me, the person that I am, I just cannot copy someone like that. I just really can't. It's just not in my heart to do it, because, and it's not about, oh my God, it's just like that. It's just be like, no, that's okay. Because if it's not something that I would do, it's just not the thing that I would do. Okay. And so that's why I find it so, I'd be like, and it happens all the time. You see it happen all the time. What were they doing that was really annoying in the beauty community? And I was like, really, all y'all gonna do this shit? Sometimes you be like, what? But hey, I'm gonna let you have your life. Now back to me. And so I've had people tell me, you talk too much, you talk too long, you need to stay focused, you need to do that. I get that shit all the time. And I had to just come to the realization, you know what, this is how I enjoy doing this. I'm not going to sit here and try to do something differently than what I enjoy. Now, is everybody going to like it? Absolutely not. But okay, well, I ain't Jackie. I ain't a fan. I ain't been one in a long. Yeah. Drea is. So, but what is happening now, as you know, it's been a minute since I've been doing this, as now more people are doing lives in different genres. And now YouTube is becoming more television for people. So longer things, longer content actually starts to do well. You know, actually it starts to do well. And the reason being is because now people, because really the things like the gurus that tell the marketing gurus on YouTube for so long we're telling you, keep it short, keep it short, keep it short. And people only want to be on here for this long. And people only want to be on here for this long. But now the honest thing is people are open and willing to watch longer content. That's why you're seeing more 20, 30-minute videos, because people are actually watching YouTube like they would TV now. Like before, YouTube was more about went to YouTube to figure out how to do something, or watch something quick. But now YouTube is evolving just like everything else. And part of the evolution is people don't mind watching things for an hour, 2 hours, because now it's more TV like. See, and I don't necessarily, it depends. Right. People they like and things like that. And now I'll be honest, I watch, depending on what it is, I will watch something. I will watch some things that are longer. But of course, when you start watching longer things, it's usually somebody that you know. So I guess that's probably why you need to have a mix. So somebody will watch your short stuff and then start liking you, and then we'll watch the long stuff. So that's why the videos are back. Plus, you know what? I just was really in the mood to make a video. I got a few more that I've worked on. I was just in the mood to, the hell did I just do? I was just in the mood to start making videos again. So I was like, let's just go and start making videos again. Let's just do this. What are you tripping on? Just do the damn videos. So that's why. But I also know those are my shorter form, because like lives for me are an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. Hell, the Christmas marathon is probably going to be like 3 or 4 hours, because we're going to be sitting here at the end of the day talking about our Christmas. How was Christmas? How was Christmas? I hope we make sure that people who don't have anybody at home have something, have some connections on Christmas. But that's just my thing. Okay, tangent. Whoa. Right. And see, 5-minute videos irritate me. I can't most 5-minute I like longer forms, because I just want to let it sit there and I want to hear it and everything. Because 5-minute ones, I'd be irritated as hell watching them. I'd be like, that's it? Oh, okay. Especially when they're doing multiple things. Like if it's 5 minutes for me has to be on one subject. Don't be trying to do 3 or 4 things in it, because I'm gonna be irritated with your ass because you're not covering enough. Oh, don't you hate when you're looking for a ponytail holder and it's super long? Here we go. Now, what I don't like is, here's the words that I don't like when it ain't real. Let's just talk about these words. Don't tell me nothing is a massive, huge, gigantic, ginormous, especially when they talk about hauls and they got 5 things. I'll look at that. And they got 5 things in it. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. 5 things. I'd be like, why did you just waste my fucking time? Why did you just waste my time? When I hear something like massive haul, I'm going to need a dozen at least. Like for perfume, because perfume is costly, I'm going to need you to have like at least a dozen. I'm going to need a dozen. I need at least 12 for me to feel like, okay, that's a decent haul. Okay, then I'm here. I'm in it. I'm in it. Right. And then here we go. And right. And don't tell me you got a huge collection and it's under 100. The 20 point. I don't know, girl. Don't tell me you have huge collections and, like, for instance, palettes. If you got under 100 palettes, you don't have a huge collection. Especially when they say huge collection, it'd be like 30 palettes. I've got a huge collection. And then here's the other thing. Not only do they say huge collection, but then they start decluttering that collection. So you got 40 eyeshadow palettes and you're going to cut it in half. Girl, shut up. What you going to do on this? What you going to do on this channel? What you going to do on this channel with them damn 20 palettes? Shut your mouth. And then, right, and 10 lipsticks. I'm going to curate it down. I'm going to curate it down. Why are you on YouTube then? Because the thing about being on YouTube is people are looking to you to hear about these, even if it's older things. Right. 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 Yeah, Misty, you got a tiny collection. Okay. And then they'll be like, oh my God, I'm so overwhelmed. It's too much. There's too much. I'm like, in real life, let's just say in IRL, it's you. I can understand your stress because maybe you don't want to have that much. Maybe you don't. But in YouTube world, how you gonna keep doing all this? How you gonna keep doing all this? Right. It'd be right. Too many blushes. I've got 15 blushes. Right. You know what? I counted. I usually wind up with a count when I do the eyeshadow collection. But since I'm not going to do full eyeshadow collection this year, I don't even know because I did get rid of some. And here's the funny thing: I get rid of stuff a lot. I just don't say nothing about it. Because after I did the eyeshadow collection last year, I pulled out a bunch and said I don't want them, and they're gone. So I got rid of some. And now blushes, I ain't got rid of shit, and I ain't getting rid of shit because I got some good shit this year. I still gotta get those Milani ones. Right? Right? Okay. So it's like, and how are you going to create content? And then here's the thing. So then you get rid of that, and then you buy more because now you see I don't have anything to make content with. Right, you sure did. It's like you sure did, Coco. You confessed it, and then you got some more. Ooh, did you see the new ones, Drea? Did you see that they got some cream ones too? Didn't you? I saw that. I saw they got those cream blushes on a discount. I think I'm thinking good. And so that's what I'm saying. It's like, so then they go, they got some new colors. They got some new shades, honey, Drea. I don't know. But can I say I don't really like the lime crime ones? I really don't like the lime crime ones. The lime crime ones are okay. I'm not a big fan of them. Right. Yeah, I might be getting it this weekend. But yeah, so it's like, what? No, they don't. They got hard. I think they kind of hard. I got to look at them. But so that's the thing. So when I see people doing these declutters, no matter what, especially, because I'm in the beauty space, when they're doing declutters like that, I always know. So you done decluttered all this, and all you're gonna do is buy some more shit. And I'm just being honest. There's a few things that I'm going to declutter from the perfume because I really don't like them that much. So it's like, I'm probably not gonna keep them. But trust and believe. It's not like, oh, I'm so overwhelmed. I've got so much anxiety. I don't know what to do with myself. No, it's because I'm gonna make some room for me to buy some more shit. Right? I'm gonna go and buy some more shit with this money that I got in my hands. Now that I done got rid of some. So it's like, don't make it about anxiety. And then, and then it's this one. Well, I have this, and this is like this. And so they're so similar. So now, how about this? Are they at different price points? Do they have different things going on? Can you use them for something else? Because, the thing with doing stuff like this, and that's how so many people burn themselves out, right? Is that because they spent so much time buying and buying and buying and not understanding that you need to start manipulating the things you have. Like, for instance, I am sure now I watch them, but I am sure, oh, I like the Super Shock blushes. I am sure that, for a while, Bailey was using some of her old makeup, and she might do some with different types of makeup. I don't know. I don't watch them. But it's like, if you have a large collection, you don't have to spend as much as you go along. Like right now, I haven't been spending a lot on makeup. However, I do have about 9 new palettes. Right. Girl, say that again. Say that again, Misty. I'll be like, what? What is wrong? And so it's like, so now you've gotten rid of this, but now you're going to be on a quest to have things like that for comparison's sake, for whatever. I look at things and I'm like, okay, I might back off from buying something, but I'm still buying some shit. And so that's the one thing that I think that people have to remember, is that, especially as content creators, if your content is involved with products, if you get rid of your products, then what content you gonna put up? There we go. And so that is the thing. And if you get rid of your content, your products, then here's my other thing. So, now it's like, so what are you going to do now? Now you're going to be stuck because you don't have things to be creative with. You don't have as much to be creative with. You can't do things like palettes I forgot about. Oh my God, let me pull them out. Let me do something like, you know what I'm saying? You can't do things I forgot about that I love. Are they still good? Or you can't do any of those things. Like, honestly, I'm about to do a foundation declutter because I found that I'm not using a lot of the foundations. And that was when I was testing out a lot of foundations. So I'm going to get rid of some of them because I'm not using them. And I just want to use the ones I like, and then maybe get some new ones as I see some here and there that I might want to try, but I'm not going to be purchasing as many like I was. So therefore, it's time to get rid of some. Just purge those, but not because I feel like, oh, I've got anxiety. No, because I want to buy some new shit, and I'm gonna need that space. Well, you know what happens is that there is a certain amount of decluttering you do because I do it. Right, right. Creams and liquids you got to get rid of eventually, but like tube lipsticks, I had this shit forever. Perfume I will have forever. And if you think of it, and here's what I said: you don't see the big YouTubers talking about I'm decluttering fragrances. That's the one that you're not gonna find, right? That's the one thing you not gonna find. You not gonna find Jeremy Fragrance. He ain't decluttering all that damn shit. You see that wall of fragrance Jeremy Fragrance has. He's not decluttering. No, because he uses he uses it for content. He goes in there and says, "Oh, I'm about to do this. Let me pull this, and the other," because that's how he creates content sometimes. If you're going to be consistently doing content, you have to have enough things in order to make the content. Now, do you have to have 500 or 600 bottles of perfume? No, you probably don't. But you need to have a decent collection, and you do need to bring in some new things, and maybe you will rotate out some things, you know? So it's like, oh, okay. That's why I should be talking. People gonna get in their feelings about me. They gonna be like, she was talking about me. But Jeremy, Coco does need to create some content. Jeremy wears some nice suits. Okay, can we just talk about Jeremy for a second? That shit is hilarious to me. Now it's old and tired. He needs to stop doing the little twirl because it's old and tired. But is it just me? But I don't like him with this longer hair. I think he needs to cut his hair. He's looking what do I want to call him? He's looking a little like Miami, like tragic. He's starting to look Miami tragic. You know what I'm saying? He's got that look like he would be at the club, like he's becoming that older guy at the club, and you know who's going to be like, hey, hey, hey. You know, like he looks like he's going to become that older man at the club hitting on the young girls. No, he's not shady. He's tragic. You know, it's like douchebag vibes. Hi, you're a new Clue fan. It's like, I mean, I think he was right, right. I think he looked better with his shorter hair, you know, and that's just my own thing. But it's like because that little flip in the back. Listen, why are we gonna talk about him? Let me just pull it up. Let me find it so we can have a little moment with Jeremy. Let me see. Let's have us a little moment with Jeremy. Jeremy fragrance. Jeremy fragrance. Okay. And I will say that man, he put out the content. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Hold on. Let me get it right.
Hi guys, Jeremy Fragrance here.
Y'all see that hair?
I'm top 10 fragrances.
We're gonna look at him again. I'm gonna take it back again.
Hi guys, Jeremy Fragrance here. All-time top 10 fragrance.
Okay, is it just me? His hair looks great, and it looks greasy. He look is. I told y'all. Y'all want to see one more time, Daddy? Okay, let's look at it again.
Hi guys, Jeremy Fragrance here.
His hair look like he need a combing. His hair looks like it needs to be washed all the time now. Thank you. It looks dirty. It look right. Right. He just it ain't cute to me. It ain't cute to me. Okay, before we get off of here, I got a question because y'all my people. Right. Okay. Shampoo. I love it. Yeah, it's like His hair looks greasy and dirty. It looked like he ain't washed his hair in 3 weeks. It's just terrible. Okay. I was like, is it just me? But them ends look a little dry and parched. them ends look like they need some help. Okay, so I have a question. So let me ask y'all, and we'll have, you know what? Let's just talk. Okay, so let's see if I can use this. I talked about this before, but I'm still girl. Okay, let me tell you things that I don't like. Hold on. Hold on. Let me tell you something that got me in trouble with some people years ago. And then I'm gonna ask y'all this question. Do y'all remember the body magic things? Do y'all remember the body magics? You know, they were basically that little body shaper thing that was out years ago. And it was like one of the multi-level marketing things where everybody was selling the body magics. So I knew some people who were selling them. And Body Magic came out with this myrtle for men. You know, it was a man girdle, right? And so I heard about it, and I heard, you know, remember they kept coming out with new products that was gonna make you lose weight, and you was all this, right? So they had a myrtle, a man girdle. And I wrote on my Facebook page, I said, listen, if a man wrote on my Facebook, girl, yeah, they had a myrtle. So I put in there, I said, if I was there with a man and he took off his clothes and he had on a Body Magic myrtle, that would be an end of fuss. That would be it. I'd be going on my way home, right? Laughing about it. Now, there were some people that I knew that were like belly dance students of mine who were selling them. Now, I didn't say shit about the regular girdle. You know, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You wearing a myrtle, baby, no. So, baby, these women got so mad at me to the point that this one woman unfriended me and never spoke to me again. She was one of my favorite students. Got pissed off at me. I gotta be right back. My nose is about to. I gotta blow my nose. This woman for real got so mad, legit got so mad at me that she never spoke to me again. Because I said that if a man took off his clothes, she's like, that the Body Magic makes my money. I'm paying bills with it. Yeah. And my husband wears one and it supports his back. Okay, you take it just way too motherfucking personal. And the thing was, I didn't even know any of this. I was joking about the fact that I ain't no motherfucking way. I don't care if it was a Body Magic myrtle. I don't care if it was, a JP Crew myrtle. Any man in a myrtle is not going to get no pussy from me. Just ain't. But my thing was this. So what? I'm just one person. I'm not going to stop people from buying shit from you. I'm just talking on my Facebook page. You know what I'm saying? This was like 2010, or 2009, 2010. So it was like, don't nobody know who the fuck I am? I mean, I get it that it hurt her feelings, but why? I mean, this wasn't like I said the sweeping thing about Body Magic products are terrible. I would never, but my thing was, I didn't say Body Magic products are terrible. You shouldn't use them. They're ineffective. I didn't say anything about the products themselves. I just jokingly said, because I had just seen this myrtle that they was making this damn thing for men. And I said, oh, hell no. right? I was just like, oh, okay. I was just saying, if I saw a man coming up out of his myrtle and we about to get it in, oh, it's just a wrap. I'm done. And then this other one was like, and yeah. I was like, are you serious? Are you serious? I mean, all in her feelings. And the thing was, I did, and here was the funny thing: her husband was fine as hell. I was like, really? He's wearing a myrtle? Oh, damn! That just fucked up my whole. I didn't know that. How would I know that? I'm not in their house. I was like, are you serious? You this upset with me because I said that shit? Oh wow. That's all I had for it was wow. Damn. Who knew? Okay. So while we're here, my people, I'm trying to increase my income, but I'm trying to like still enjoy my life while I'm increasing my income. So I am thinking, right? Exactly. See, the fact that I love him, I was like, damn, right? He was fine and shit. I used to be like, yeah, she got that fine husband. I was like, she got the husband with the myrtle on. Oh, okay. Okay. So anywho, let's go back to what I was talking about. I can create memberships on here on YouTube. I do have the ability to have memberships on YouTube, right? And I've been going back and forth with it because I did try to do Patreon, but it was too much work. So I'm like, I wonder if I should. He didn't tell his business. She told his business. He didn't tell me nothing. She said it right. No, but I didn't know that. No one knew that. She told it because she was explaining why myrtles were good. I ain't give a fuck about that. Okay. So anyway, I can have memberships. Now, the thing with memberships is that it allows me to do some private things on YouTube. And yes, I can do some things in different spaces and do it a different way, but I just ain't got the patience or the time to be doing shit all over the place. So I'm thinking about doing memberships. Now the memberships and here, hear me out. I ain't doing all them different levels because they be like, oh, you can have all these different levels of memberships. I'm having one flat membership. That's it. If I do it, it'll be a cost of like Starbucks once a month. But it'll allow me to do some things that I don't do on here. And the reason why I say like that is like I could have more, girl talk kind of vibes, and be real talk. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to do all these multiple platforms, but it allows me to do things like have private on my community tab. I could have for members only, I could post up things that you all can only see. And then I could do private videos for you all or private lives that are just for the members. And there's some content that I want to do. And everybody knows, some people know about it. And, I have an alter ego. She's called the Harlot, and more about, women's sexuality and things like that, but I'm not going to put it on here because I have students that watch me. So I can't put it and that's it too. Misty, right there. That's what you're saying. I'm there. That's part of it. But it also allows me to have those conversations and we can talk about, because, we can have, because I have a wide knowledge of quite a few things in that realm. And so we could have open and honest conversations about that, but I don't have to worry about it on a professional level. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to worry about it professionally because it's on here. Because I think with the memberships, I can monitor them and be like, and ain't nobody gonna do that. And so I would be able to do some of those things more than I can now. And so and then I can have, do like probably like once a week a live or bi-weekly lives, things like that. And just have more ability to have those type of conversations that I can't put on this. And I'm not gonna have multiple channels either. You know how people be having this channel and that channel? I ain't doing all that shit. This is my channel and that's it. And so I want to make it as robust as possible, but still be who I am. So, I'm looking at doing the content the way I want to. So that's why, even though we're perfume and makeup and things, I tend to, I like to talk sometimes. So, and so I'm thinking about it, and I've been going back and forth, and I said, okay. And then I could do, and here's the thing I really like is then I could do giveaways for the people who really watch me. So like if you're a member, those giveaways would be the people that I know watch my content and support my channel. And then, because the thing with giveaways, this is there's a complexity to giveaways. Like you could just do random giveaways. Like sometimes y'all know I'll say, put it in the comments, and then I'll pick somebody and do it like that. But if you actually announce a giveaway, then you get those people who are just trying to get the giveaway. Now your channel will grow from giveaways. Sometimes mine ain't never fucking growing from giveaways. But it also has people who really don't want your channel, trying to win something for free. And so they'll give me a way to do things like that, like have a monthly giveaway for members and things that I could do like that. So anyway, that's what I was thinking about. And because I don't want to be like, super chat me. I would just like, this is a flat thing. And I'm not doing all them tiers. Like if you're in this tier, you'll get this and you'll get no, you're just a member. We just chilling. We gonna hang out. I ain't got time to do no tiers. I ain't trying to figure out whoop, you in this tier, you gonna get more from me. Hell no. You just with me. You just one of my people. So I've been going back and forth. So I just wanted to see, because, people be tripping about helping to support creators creating content. It's like there's this whole thing with people watching YouTube, so many people that they want you to put out content. But as small creators, we got to figure out ways how to, make the income to make it happen. And it's just a true statement. It's like I spend a lot of money on perfume and makeup. So if I can figure out a way to offset some of those costs out of my personal money, that helps, So that's what I was thinking about. So y'all think it's a good idea, huh? Okay, so then I'll work on it. Because I've been going back and forth with it, and I've just been like, should I do it? Should I not do it? And so, because it's not about that I think I'm going to have like thousands of, members, not now, but maybe later. But I would just like the people who really watch me to have a way to connect with them, even though I talk a lot to y'all. And have fun in certain way. I can be raunchy. Here's the thing. I can be raunchy if I have a private part of my channel, and I can be raunchy because then I don't have to worry about it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about getting, those ain't gonna have no ads on them or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right. So, okay. Now, I was thinking about, okay, so cool. I just want to, and I want to talk at the end of one of my lives, because it is usually people who hang out with me. At the beginning, you might get some people pop in, but you want the people that really talk to you, your ride or dies, your people who like usually are as ignorant as you are, because I get ignorant toward the end. Oh my goodness, I'm getting stuffed up. Who was I looking at? Somebody said they was having, wait a minute, wow. Who somebody wrote something in one of the groups, and they were saying they were having problems smelling things today, and why didn't somebody say you might have COVID, because that's a symptom? I was like, why would you tell somebody because they're having problems with their nose they can't smell fragrances, that yes, apparently I have catch the cold. I'm about to go take me some vitamin C and some zinc. And as soon as I get off of here. But why would you tell somebody that? Like, oh, you might be getting COVID. What? Let me tell y'all what I have to do for parent-teacher conferences next week. We have to sit on Zoom You saw that, Misty? Okay, so it was in Perfume Corner. I was like, or what? I couldn't remember what. I don't know which one. Yeah, I get colds all the time. I get colds all the time, Trey. But I was like, why would you say something like that? That's a symptom of COVID. What? I was like, I'm not gonna say it. Right. It's like, yeah, sudden loss of smell, but that's a symptom. But usually you got some other symptoms going on too. She just said she was having a problem breathing, smelling some shit. She didn't say I got a fever, I'm feeling sick, and now I've lost my, so I don't have a smell or taste. She just said she couldn't smell something today. Right, exactly. I mean, Missy, I didn't know you was in Illinois. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? But yeah. Oh, and then we could do like Zooms. I would do Zoom. We can remember. I was thinking about doing a Zoom soon too, though. I do a Zoom. Okay. Anyway, I can't be putting on my business out in the streets. All right. So yeah. So wait. Right. She just said this is exactly what she said. She said she couldn't smell her perfumes, and they were telling her she had COVID. I was like, that's why I was like, what the fuck? I didn't even want to say nothing because I was like, oh, you a Decatur. Okay, yeah. But you're moving, right? Where are you moving to? Where are you moving to? Well, yeah, yeah, but it was just like so insensitive. I'm like, we online. Why would you tell somebody that you don't because she can't smell something? She got COVID. You might have COVID. Okay, wishing some shit on somebody. I'm like, I will. Okay, before we do a Zoom, I will make sure you have all of those in place, Melissa. I will make sure. Oh, you moving to Alabama? Okay, okay, okay. What part of Alabama are you moving to? I was like, what kind of bullshit is that? And so I had to be nice because I was gonna say, y'all some ignorant motherfuckers. I was like, why would you tell somebody, oh, you might have COVID? Somebody text me, put away your Zoom with. Okay, y'all, let me get out of here. 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 It was good talking to y'all. Yeah, so you were in there too? Drea, you in there? You in there? I didn't know that. Yeah, it was saying right. I was like, something wrong with y'all people. Y'all ignorant as fuck. Let me go see if that shit's still up there. Cause let me go bust it up wide open. Let me go bust that shit wide open. Be like, how about she just got a stuffed nose? Okay, let me go in here and let me see if it's still sitting up there so I can say some shit. Let me just see. Okay, so we got the COVID people. Um, I'm gonna just say, yeah, might just be a stuffed nose. Y'all have her running to get tested. Okay. I'm like, I mean, they like, that's one of the symptoms of COVID. What? Yeah, I was nice. Right. I'm like, the fuck? All right, y'all. Time to go to bed. Time to go to bed. It was fun as always. Thank you all for your input on me doing a membership. Thank you all for your input. I guess I finally finished it up the work on it. Where's my ponytail holder so I can pull up my hair? So you have a good night. Good night, everybody. Good night. Remember how I used to try to do, oh, hold on. I haven't done this in a while. I'm so glad we've had this time together. Just to have a laugh or sing a song. Seems we just get started, and before you know it, seems the time we have to say so long. Y'all, look, I went all the way back on y'all asses, didn't I? I'm just saying. Good night, good night, good night, good night. Only the old people know what I'm saying. You know, they got her whole thing on. They got all of her seasons on Amazon Prime. Okay. See y'all later.